What's going on, family? Welcome to another episode of the Seez Monroe Show. I am your host, and today we're going to be talking about one of them days. Now, contrary to popular belief, I didn't know what to expect out of this film. I knew it was going to be a comedy, and I knew it was going to be something along the lines of a Friday and what they were pushing for. Again, it's set in California. Summertime is just one of those type of films, right? This movie reminded me so much of Lottery Ticket, which Lottery Ticket was trying to be like Friday as well, and it missed one hell of a mark. And this film hits closer to the mark, but it still just isn't in that realm of Friday. Again, with this film, they went more for slapstick. And I guess Friday in some terms is a slapstick type of film at times as far as the comedy goes, but this literally had steam hitting people and them going into walls, like from the pressure from the steam. Like it didn't make any sense, but it was all comedic, and I kind of understand what they were going with this film. So you just have to appreciate this film for what it is. It's a slapstick comedy. Did it make all the sense in the world? Not at all. But was there funny parts? Did it have me laughing throughout the film? Absolutely. One major takeaway from this film is it's very predictable. You already know what's going to happen in this film. It's just, you could tell that this film, I believe the film was shot in like a week, and you could really tell by watching this film that it was shot in a short amount of time. And again, it all takes place in a day, so I don't mind that, but just the comedic relief for this film. If you go into this film thinking that you're going to get a good storyline out of it, that's not what this is. As far as the comedic relief, if you had a hard day, you just want to relax, go throw on something or go watch something that's just easy going, put your mind at ease, this is that movie. One of them days is a great comedy. You should definitely go check it out. It was funny. I enjoyed it. I see what they were trying to do. They missed the mark of that Friday, but I get it. Like they're right. I'm not even going to say they're right there. It's just with this film, it just felt it was a lot of pressure as far as getting it right. It's Keke Palmer, it's SZA, and I believe this is SZA's first film. I get it. I get what they were trying to do with it. Again, sometimes it felt forced. It was some marks that were being missed in this film. There's literally a scene where the girls are getting their ass whooped, and the girl that's whooping their ass is literally clapping her cheeks on their face. Like it made no sense whatsoever. It just, they had it. They just took it too far at times. And that was what made you that's what made me upset. It was like, guys, we could have did a lot better here. Why do we have to go through that? Like, why do we have to do that? Right? But all in all, it was a funny film. You should definitely go check it out this weekend. Let me know your thoughts on the film when you go check it out. Just that scene alone, I know it's going to get some people to go see this film, like, because it's something that people laugh at. You could tell that we're in that short form TikTok type of era. Like, that's what this is. That type of comedy, quick on the draw, slapstick. They definitely embedded that in this film. All right. So again, let me know what your thoughts is. Let me know down below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. On to our next topic. I do want to get into something that's been coming out this week. As far as the runtime, and that's going to be the runtime for Captain America: Brave New World. Okay, let me take a moment, because this is really bothering me right now. Like, this film, if you guys haven't noticed, or if you guys haven't heard, Captain America: Brave New World runtime is 2 hours flat, like an hour and 58 minutes. So 2 hours flat, pretty much, right? With a movie of this magnitude, with the movie of that many reshoots, with the movie of introducing or reintroducing not only Captain America, but reintroducing the leader, introducing the Red Hawk, I feel like that's a lot to get done in 2 hours, because one of the main things is, if you look at Secret Invasion, there was a president at that time, and it was not Thunderbolt Ross, right? In this film, it's Thunderbolt Ross as the president. I don't know why I'm getting tongue-tied when I'm saying that. Thunderbolt Ross. he's the president this time around. And I don't know if they're going to see or walk us through what happened with the last president, if secret invasion is even a thing in this point. At this point, it just looked like ever since the Kang situation, kicking Jonathan Majors to the curb, Marvel has just been trying to gravel up all these ideas and spin them in another narrative, and it's just not making any sense. And honestly, not saying that I wanted Jonathan Majors to be recast. I feel like they could have worked with them, especially through everything that went down. But if you weren't going to work with them, don't just kill off the character, recast the character. And now they're going back, they're recasting T'Challa now, and they're just in this frenzy of, hey, we should have did this 6 years ago. And honestly, not 6, 5 years ago. We should have did this 5 years ago. And honestly, they should have. They missed the mark on this, but we're here now. So at this point, I don't think that Marvel should really spend a lot of money on what's the Avengers films that's coming out? Doomsday and Secret Wars. Because I feel like it's going to be very, how do I say this? I feel like it's going to be very evident that if Captain America Brave New World isn't great and doesn't do great at box office, and honestly, I don't think it's going to do major numbers at box office. I'm thinking around the $600 million mark. And again, that's major on any other film level. But I feel like this film is going to then cost them about $300 million to make. So that's not even breaking even at the $600 million mark. So if Captain America doesn't break even, or it takes a loss, it at least has to be good. It has to be a good film. And when I say a good film, I mean like a solid film, like a good 7.5, 8 out of 10 type film. Because if it isn't, everything else is pretty much out the way. Again, I don't care if you bring Robert Downey Jr. back to be Doom. I can guarantee you guys that's not what we were looking for at all. That's not what we're missing. And you can't say that Robert Downey Jr. is a big draw at the box office, because if you look at any of his other films, other than the Avengers films or Iron Man films, it's pretty evident that he's not the box office draw that you guys claim him to be. So with Disney, I just hope they get this together. As far as I hope Captain America Brave New World is phenomenal. And as long as Captain America Brave New World is great, I feel like we can lead into these other films, the Fantastic Fours and Avengers films, a little bit better. But I still feel like they're rushing it, and I know they're going to tweak something where it's going to piss off either the fans of the comic book series or the newcomers. And if they do both, they're really in a world of hurt. But that would give DC a chance to reinvent themselves. But with this Superman looking how it's looking, I don't think that's going to happen either. So again, with that, let me know your thoughts down below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. So that's all for the Seez Monroe Show today. We talked about One of Them Days. We talked about Captain America Brave New World. We got a month, guys. Hopefully I'm wrong about this 2-hour runtime. I highly doubt it, but let's take a shot in the dark. Let's hope I'm wrong, all right? I'll see you guys next time for the Seez Monroe Show. Peace.